Madison, Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Red Wolves will put total leather to crank us up. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So James Madison's offense will get the first possession of the game. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, You find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He'll keep it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Dukes decide to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. The Red Wolves offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
The Red Wolves want to move quickly.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fat.
Running toward the tape. And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. 3rd and goal coming up here. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. Got it set up on the outside. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. He'll do it himself. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's off to the races. The 40. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
On the option. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
This quarterback is such a weapon on these design QB runs. He's not trying to just go get first downs. This guy's a threat to take it the distance, and man, he did it right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They are up by 7 over Southern Miss. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fakes his man out.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups around linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Flowers. Gets open down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stopped him just a bit short. The Red Wolves are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, the ground game. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the Red Wolves will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Gets it inside the 10. Nothing but green ahead. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They ran it on first down, now on 2nd. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Floating away. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
The Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Red Wolves come to the line in the hurry-up. Finds his man down the middle. Tackle is made after the first down. Up-tempo for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking for a man. It's Flowers. Oh, he makes the catch.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Inside the 15. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He's looking to throw it. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically
going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Unloads to the right. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defensive end understanding football? Understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Makes the grab on the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good, and they... kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And the Red Wolves headed quickly to the line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to throw, it's Flowers. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down and run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. It would have been a 55-yard field goal from here, so they'll leave the offense out there and try to convert 4th and short. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State!
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to pass, it's Flowers. Buying some time. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Red Wolves line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Quick strike complete.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it, trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Wants to fire on second down. Complete downfield. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Dukes are threatening on first and goal. He's looking to pass. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the... And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, James Madison. Up and over Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Jonesboro when that town is buzzing as it is today. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Centennial Bank Stadium.
The Dukes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Makes one man miss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll run it. Gives them some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line. And the Red Wolves racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Flowers. Got his man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Red Wolves will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got enough for the first. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. On the ground, it's Pitts. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. He's going to pass. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The play action fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete out of the backfield. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more fit.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Grab behind the line. It's Wallace. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Wolves will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. 2nd and 10 here. Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Oh, he's looking to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there. Got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd. Pressure coming. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
How about the strong safety on that? It's great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
The Dukes will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup for 4. The Red Wolves in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Wallace. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Power football with the run. Makes a man miss. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Working the middle, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Steps away to find some room. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Red Wolves will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense in a split backfield. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play And you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. The Red Wolves will hustle to the line. Dropping back, it's Flowers. Coming after him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Dukes. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Alabama is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 21 over Southern Miss. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The AT unit on the field. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Madison, 28, Arkansas State.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to get it through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Dukes send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Red Wolves want to crank the tempo. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll try to power their way ahead. The Red Wolves pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's the Red Wolves.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to scramble. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Flowers. Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
James Madison, 28, Arkansas State,
20. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Movement here from the tight end. Gonna run it. It's Pitts. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going to try to get it himself. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a move. Oh, what a move. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third down, he'll have to push it downfield. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Calls his own number. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He'll bring it back. It's Wallace. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground from the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got his man.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum.
And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
When you're down late in the game and you got to make plays, it's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.